Community! The new movie has been announced and it's hashtag 6 seasons and a movie coming to Peacock 2023. The whole gang is back. And when I say the whole gang, I think the whole gang. I think they actually got Childish Gambino. I think they got the whole crew because they are putting out photos with everybody. Not just the season 6 people, but everybody. This is a really, really exciting thing. If you're a fan of Community and a fan of quality or a fan of Dan Harmon or really any of that, this is going to be a good time. And finally, after almost a decade, the promised hashtag 6 seasons and a movie prophecy, the Abed prophecy is happening. Do you understand how insane this is? Since season 2 of this show, he was saying 6 seasons in a movie, 6 seasons in a movie. It wasn't real. When they got the 6th season, it was like, oh, barely. Yahoo barely picked this thing up for the 6th season that at best was like, meh. And we're actually going to get, this is, talk about the little train that could, Shane. Are you seeing what I'm seeing here?
Yeah, I think the most shocking thing about it all is that Chevy Chase is coming back because that should have never. I mean, you would have think that he would never have anything to do with Community again. They killed him. It's like
they killed his character, and they did it in the worst way because they were so mad at the actor. They went out of their way to make the character as horrible it was embarrassing.
The character was already horrible, but yeah.
Right. So this is what it says. The feature-length follow-up will reunite stars Joel McHale, Danny Pudi, Alison Brie, Gillian Jacobs, Jim Rash, Ken Jeong, original cast member Donald Glover, Yvette Nicole Brown, and Chevy Chase are not attached.
What? I'm sorry, what did you say? You said they're not attached?
They're not attached.
What? I heard... I thought it was the whole cast.
I know. I wanted to lead you on this.
Well, I've been reading everywhere. Oh, I see. Because he didn't. Well,
on this up and down roller coaster.
Are you sure they're not attached?
I'm reading it the way I read it the first time. Yes, according to this, it says the feature-long follow-up will reunite stars Joel McHale, Danny Pudi, Alison Brie, Gillian Jacobs, Jim Rash, and Ken Jeong. Great. Original cast members Donald Glover, Yvette Nicole Brown, and Chevy Chase are not attached. Now, does that mean they won't be attached? No. That means right now they're not attached.
It means right now. And by the way, guys, there's a long ways to go before this movie happens. Like this is, Dan Harmon a month ago basically came out and said, listen, we're talking about doing it. Now this is we're doing it. But they still have to do contracts. Things have to happen. Right. So, it looks like they're going to go forward no matter what, that they have enough people to do it. But
right.
That doesn't mean, and there's no reason why. I mean, honestly, why wouldn't Yvette come back? Why wouldn't Yvette Nicole Brown come back? Why wouldn't Donald Glover come back? They spent a lot of time on this show.
Yeah, there's no reason for Yvette and Donald Glover not to come back, but I can totally see Chevy Chase doesn't need to come back. And I know why. Now, I don't know why Yvette wouldn't want to come back. She's barely working. But I know why Donald Glover might not want to come back, because Donald Glover he's on a different level right now, and his going back to the old character might feel like a step back for him. I can see that. His character, he's so well respected in the world right now. He probably doesn't want to go back to that character. I mean, who knows though? Maybe he doesn't care. I don't know either. I don't know the guy.
I mean, it's been 8 years. I mean, he can listen. Don't do it, Donald Glover. Don't do it because it's for you. Do it for your fans. Do it for the fans of Community, because that's who you're doing it for. And frankly speaking, you're nobody without fans.
Right. Well, you're nobody without Community. I mean, you weren't you were barely a working actor when you got the job at Community. So, and right. I'm a fan of you. I'm just saying that, like, if you want to go, you want to go back to where you got your real start. That's what happened.
Right. So you just think about the people who got you where you're at and do it for them.
There was also another line here that said, 6 seasons in a movie started off as a cheeky line from the Community's early seasons and quickly ignited a passionate fan movement for this iconic, hilarious, cool NBC comedy. Cool. And it says, and continues to say, we're incredibly grateful that 15 years later, wow, we're able to deliver fans this promised movie and can't wait to get to work with Dan Harmon, Andrew Gus, Joel McHale, etc., etc., etc. And here's the official tweet from Peacock. And it said, you've been asking at Community TV fans, and it's finally happening. Hashtag 6 seasons and a movie on Peacock in 2023. And some of the, first off, the responses here are incredible. This was this morning, by the way, Friday, if you're watching it now. And my whole brain is crying. I love that.
Yeah.
We have avoided the darkest of timelines. I love this.
That was a good one.
Don't worry, it's super unlikely that Community would kill 2 streaming services. Oh, it snaps. Because Community Season 6 killed Yahoo.
Yeah. Well, Yahoo keeps getting killed over and over again, so.
That's true. There's so many here. It's Dean a while. Like, it's Dean time. I love this.
Yeah.
We've been waiting, Dean G. That was a stretch. Pop. I mean, there's so many, dude. I can go through these for hours. They're so good. Oh, this better not awaken anything in me. Look, Jim Rash is hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, all the characters are fantastic for the show. I mean, I kind of lost my way in season 5. But definitely the first 4 seasons were rock solid.
Right. All right. And a movie. It's great. All right. So we are finally getting that promise. And this is a big deal. This is a big deal because let's say outside of the Community fandom and Peacock, if this is successful, like really successful, and people flock to it the way we would, this is going to reignite a whole lot of fan movements, bringing back shows for their streaming services for one final movie. Not a new show, not a new miniseries, but like, you know what? Feature-length Friends reunion. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, why not?
Cheers. Frasier. I mean, like, just start picking names here. Blue Mountain State. There's a lot of really good shows that ran for 4 or 5 seasons, have a following, and then they quit because they hit their natural progression. If this is successful, we can see a lot of shows. They might actually come back and wrap things up in a satisfying way, and that's only good for fans. We're already paying for the stupid streaming services, so please.
I mean, anything's possible on streaming. That's the great thing about streaming is they can do this. If Peacock wanted to be like, let's do a Friends movie, they could. They simply could. They need to pay a ton of money for it, but they could do it.
Right. And none of that like Friends reunion special where it's just them talking. Yeah. Come on, guys.
No, you need a story.
Stop calling it a reunion special and then it's just the actors talking about the show. Please stop that. All right, you fooled us twice with Friends and Fresh Prince. Ain't happened a third time. I'm not gonna go show up to the Cheers reunion. Okay. Just so everyone knows, we're done with the bullcrap reunion specials.
I would actually still show up to the Cheers one.
Damn it!
This
is why they keep doing it. Shane.
Anything to hear them talk would be great.
I mean, that's fair. Although, Frasier, I would watch a Frasier reunion, just because I think that their chemistry is, him and his brother's chemistry is out of control on and off camera. So,
Brian. I'm listening. Go ahead, Seattle.
Shane has that. I'm just realizing right now the comparison between Frasier and Frasier's brother is so similar to you and I.
Oh, isn't that funny? Yeah, right.
It is. And you have the radio voice and everything. All right. We should do like the budget version of the Frasier show. Well, instead of like high class people, it's a couple of dumpster fires like us. We're like, hey, what's up?
Our dad would make a great.
Oh, he would. Yeah. Racist. I mean, he's not racist. I'm kidding. Hey, hit that subscribe button on the way to the comment section and let us know what you guys think about Community the movie And as always, just to be clear, as information drops, we will attempt with all of our might to put that information out there on this channel. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys.